What's up, Burger Battalion, and welcome back to the channel. My previous settings video was very well received and I want to thank you guys for that. So I decided, since you guys like the settings and tutorials so much, I'll make another one. Without wasting time, let's get to it. My next little tip has to do with your binoculars. You know the game always tells you, use your binoculars, it's free. Now that is, and my next tip isn't really a keybind or a setting, more a lesser known fact. Now by default I believe binoculars are B, so we can see our little tank there. But let's say our gun is facing here and now we're scanning for targets using our binoculars. Now we're looking, now we found it. Now in binoculars, not a lot of people actually know, but you can range find using your binoculars. Now we have 300, we put our gun on 300 and also we scan for targets, we find our target. Now we've already ranged it, knowing that it's 300. Now in binoculars, if you use left click, it will actually set your gun to where the binoculars are looking. So there, and now we can just press aim, right click, like if I just set it there, right click, and it's going to be exactly on where we put it. So we lift it slightly and now we can do binocular shots. I hope this helps. Have you ever flew with a bomber or like a strike aircraft and then you're lining up your target perfectly, waiting to bomb, you press your bomb button and nothing happens and you overshoot your target because you actually forgot to open your bomb bay door? When you thought you'd drop, you actually just opened your bomb bay. Now you can bind a button for your bomb bay and you can always open it before your bombing run starts. And how to do this? We go controls, we go BOBM.
Each time when I come here, I am abused.
B, and then open bomb bay door. Bind a button for that, then you can open and close your bomb bay door at your heart's desire. I normally, as soon as I spawn in, I open it, then I know as soon as I press space, it is going to drop the bomb and I won't miss my targets. Now you've heard the term carpet bombing and covering a target or a target area rather. Now a lot of times in, let's say, air arcade, realistic, now you're in your bomber, now you want to take out a base, you are at speed and the base is coming up rapidly. You are you can also zoom in your target, just saying. And now you have to machine gun your freaking spacebar to drop enough bombs to actually destroy the target. Now there is a solution for that. Let's just see how these bombs look. Don't actually think I dropped enough to destroy the base. Let's see. No. But now in here we see we have a line of enemies, and instead of just jamming our spacebar, we're going to use bomb series. Now we just hold my buttons that I set up and it is dropping all the bombs in, I want to say, rapid succession. Not all at once, but they are dropping one after another. So then we get this where we carpet an area. Let me just show you the explosions and you can see there. Then we get that. Now how to do that is we go controls, we say BOMB, and it's going to be bomb series. So there, drop bomb series. I made mine, just added alt to it because I know where space is, and if I press alt with space then I'll drop it in series. I hope this helps because that's quite fun, especially in like ground RB and you want to like carpet bomb an area. Now please don't come at me for the angles or whatever, the way I'm bombing. I'm trying to illustrate the point. Is this you when using a bomber? You find your target, you come in low to avoid AA, You see the target you want to bomb, I'm gonna bomb that. So you come in nice and low, there's a target, you drop your bomb, and you instantly die. This, my friend, is your bomb fuse. You can set that. Let me show you how. So before you select an aircraft in the match, you have that little, I want to say stat card almost, where you select your loadout and things. You can set it there, or you can just go into the hangar, press on the vehicle, say test flight, and then bomb fuse. Then set your bomb fuse. People say at least 1 second. I like 2 seconds. It gives me enough time to get away. And then as soon as it's set there, it will be set for all your vehicles using bombs. So all my vehicles I'm using now has a 2-second bomb fuse delay. So let me show you what difference that makes with that same plane again. Now let's see if we can do the same drop, same vehicle, same bomb, just with a 2-second delay. Just get a little bit down so I can get this bomb out quicker. So we're gonna go for the same-ish target. And let's see if we can not kill ourselves on this drop. There's our target. We're gonna go for it. And we are away without being dead. I hope this helps. And for my peak War Thunder enjoyers, we all know this is how Stuka bombs. Target, bomb, dead. 100% accuracy. Now, a lot of guys playing top tier would see that the Type 90 Fuji is like very prevalent in game now because there was a sale on it, and it's a very good tank. I really like it. But not a lot of people knows all the features this tank has, and it's not just this tank. A lot of tanks has this feature, and this feature is suspension. Now, as you can see here currently, I'm like at the incline of a hill. There is a tank just down here, but I cannot engage it with how I'm currently at the hill. I need more depression. Now I can either drive forward and expose myself more, or I can incline my tank forward. You'll see the tank is literally leaning forward, like kind of bowing. Now I have enough depression to engage that tank. Let me show you how it looks when it's neutral again on normal. That is the stock, or how you start the game with. And if you lean forward or dropping your suspension, you can give yourself a lot more degrees of depression. So how do we do this? We go controls. In that search bar you just type in sus, and then you have your suspension controls. Now I bound mine to my num keys, and just like with basic, I want to say arrows driving. So 2 is for inclining the tank upwards, 8 for forward, 4 for left, 6 for right, 5 for actually resetting or zeroing it again, and increase and decrease clearance is basically just this. Let me show you. Let me go on a little flat surface quick. Let me zero it again. Okay, so if I want to decrease my suspension, I'm dropping all the suspension, making the tank lower, and if I increase it, I'm just making the tank higher. This is actually quite useful when you want to shoot over objects, or if you kind of want to hide your tank. Use this. This is helpful. More depression is always helpful. Now for my higher tier players using CAS, take the guesswork out of your strafing runs. Now you see here you have your reticle where you normally shoot, so you could guesstimate your shots and get it on, or we can just use a ballistic computer and it will tell us exactly where our calculated impact point is going to be. That's a lot more pinpoint shooting, and you can take the guesswork out of it. So how to do this? We go controls, we type in BAL, BAL, toggle cannon ballistic computer. You can also toggle it for your rockets, but that should be on by default. Your cannons don't come on by default. I'm not sure why, but I don't have my rockets set, but my cannons are. The rockets, you can see if I turn the ballistic computer off, goes on itself. That is the rocket's gonna hit that tree there, and the cannon is the smaller circular one. Then we can also take out the things we want. I hope this helps. Another personal preference that I have when it comes to your sighting is I actually bound my mouse wheel on the sighting as well. For instance, let's say I have now ranged something far, it's 1800, and now quickly there's a guy in front of me. Then I can just roll my mouse wheel up and it is zeroed again. So it's a quick way to go from ranged far to ranged close. It's because the mouse wheel does it faster than like the buttons up and down. So how to do this is controls, just type in mouse, then mouse wheel, you can select what you want it to do. Zoom axis, it's kind of dumb putting that in because it's gonna zoom your camera in and out, and no thank you. I'll use sight distance control. It makes a lot more sense. I hope you guys like. Now, commander sight isn't that important on, I want to say, the early game tanks like World War II, etc. Post-war World War II tanks and Cold War tanks has the commander a lot more useful. So the first keybind we want to do is we go to our controls, to the search bar you just type in commander, and then you bind a commander sight button, but also a commander fire control button. So this is kind of like a twofer. So if we look with the Leopard 1, if we look through our sights, we see we have a decent sight. But if I now press the commander sight and I zoom in, you'll see the commander sight actually has a lot better zoom. Now if I press the commander button to take over the gun, the commander now actually slaves the gun to the sight. So aim mode is on, since you can see top left there. So the commander is actually looking or using the gun. He took fire control. Now let's quickly range this. I believe it should be 800. So let's set our gun to 800. We go into commander sight. Aim mode is on. We take over that and we can see a lot better. Excellent for sniping, and we can pinpoint where we want to shoot. Unfortunately, this is a much higher BR tank, so let's see if I can get that little weak spot there. Yes, there we go. So, there you have it. There is commander sight and why it's useful and why you should keybind it. Now, on my previous setting video, I explained how the SWAT mark works. This little marker there. Now, an additional tip I can give you with regards to that is you can use SWAT mark for yourself to improve your artillery. So let's say I want to see an enemy around here somewhere and I want to accurately throw my artillery. I mark it, I open my... I mark it, I open my RT map, and I just throw it exactly on that yellow mark. I actually opened the map instead of my artillery. Had a dumb moment. But in any case, so you use that squad mark to actually improve your own artillery to have it more pinpoint to where you want it. Now my next little heated subject is knowing when you have an up tier or a down tier. Now you see here on the top of your vehicles is your spawn costs. So basically how it works, you look at that, and depending on the type of vehicle you'll be able to see if you're having an up tier or a down tier. Now I want to give some credit to Rocker1681 on Reddit. I'll post his comments there on the screen as well. And basically, each vehicle has its own up or down tier spawn cost. Light tanks in a full up tier will be 100, at a down tier 150, medium tanks 100, 150, heavy tanks 100 and 160. For instance, let's look at my light tank, my M41. It's currently 150, so this is a down tier. Let's go. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video and all the support. I really appreciate it. Feel free to go watch the first installment of this settings videos. It was very well received, hoping this one does as well. And yeah, let me know if there's any settings you want me to explain. Drop it down in the comments, or if there's anything you would like other people to know, leave that in the comments as well. Guys, please like the video, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you don't miss future content. And yeah guys, I really appreciate all the love and support. You guys have been amazing on this content creation journey, and I just want to say thank you. Guys, as always, take care. Burgernator out.